Hey YouTube world, it's me Coco and I am back with another YouTube video. And of course, knowing me, I am multitasking and I am big pressed because I got my camera stand so I can record while I do what I gotta do, right? Double whammy. But before we get into the video, right, I want to let y'all know that I have 30 days until my birthday. So if y'all feel like y'all want to give me a birthday donation, I'm open to receiving birthday donations and birthday gifts, you know. I mean, because who wouldn't, right? But yeah, to go ahead and get into today's video. Ladies, absolutely not. I'm making a video, okay? But to get into today's video, my topic of the day is just a few things that I've learned while being on my soul's journey. Okay, I'm not going to get into naming everything that I've learned, but just a few that I really find important and I feel like I need to share. Okay, so one thing that I found out, well, not found out, but learned on my journey is nobody is really a shitty person and nobody is really a good person, right? And what I mean by that, people tend to operate on two different frequencies, right? You have some people who operate on a higher frequency and you have some who operate on a lower frequency. Those who operate on a lower frequency tend to operate from a place of survival and a place of trauma, right? Though ideally those are shitty people, they have the capability to do good. And if you really want to be technical, a lot of them actually have done good and been taken advantage of, which in turn made them shitty people, right? And then for the people who are up here on a higher vibration, been through trauma, been in survival mode, and still choose to operate from a higher point, right? And some people may say that some of those people are selfish because they choose to put themselves first rather than focus on the betterment of other people, right? Excuse me, y'all. Hey, cake on the news. Here. But they know how to put themselves first in a selfless way, but because other people don't know how to put themselves first in a selfless way, people find being selfish to be very selfish, when in all reality, it's not always being selfish. Sorry, y'all know how it is, right? That's one thing I've learned. Also, talking about the whole empath and narcissist situation, we all have a mix of both, right? And I'm not even going to say empath, but highly sensitive. We both have a mix of both. And to say that you don't is a motherfucking lie, because I'm telling you, if a motherfucker was to take advantage of you and you get hurt, you're going to be me. Well, what about me? What about me? I need this, I need that. And absolutely, you should be that type of person, right? To you, that may not seem narcissistic. To that person, it may not seem narcissistic. But from the outside looking in, it seems very narcissistic, because it's like, well, I need this, I want that. You know, you did this, so I did that. At the end of the day, you know, your decisions and your actions are actually justified, because if you was in a relationship with somebody who emotionally neglects you and you're like, well, I need you for emotional support, or, you know, if you're not going to be there to do this, then let me know because I need to do this, etc., right? You see how it's all about me, right? That's how narcissists are. They're all about them, right? Oftentimes, narcissists are developed in the environment. Go over there, please. I just gave you 2 snacks. Narcissists develop in the environment of lack and neglect. So because my mother neglected me, not necessarily neglected me, but she lacked in a lot of areas for me, I developed some narcissistic traits. Give me a second. Give it back. Now. I'm about to make dinner soon. Please, y'all. But yeah, narcissists tend to develop you know, in an environment of lack or neglect. And guess what? An empath or a highly sensitive also develop in the same background, right? Again, my mother neglected me due to her own situations. I picked up on a lot of her feelings, her thoughts, her insecurities, right? Still, again, raised by the same mother, two sides of the same coin. Heads, I'm a highly sensitive / empath. Tails, I'm a narcissist. Two sides of the same coin, raised in the same background, right? The empath and the highly sensitive is, well, I know she didn't mean it because she's coming from a place of hurt. Maybe as her daughter, I should do something to make her feel better. Mommy, here's a picture I made, right? You know, that's being a highly sensitive, or being in a relationship with a narcissist, right? You try to do everything that you can to make this narcissist happy, to make them, I guess, in a sense, love you, when in all reality, it really has nothing to do with you. Just like you being an empath or a highly sensitive has nothing to do with the narcissist, right? And when it comes to us associating with the people who we have in our lives, in a sense, yes, we all have something in common. But does that mean that we are the same person? No. Just because I hang with a hoe does not mean that I'm a hoe. You know why I got along with that hoe? Was because I went through sexual abuse just like this woman did. Because I was taking advantage of a child. As a child, just like this woman was. Y'all don't be trying to look at the bigger picture and really trying to understand people. Y'all want to judge people. And again, me being on my spiritual journey has taught me a lot about correlations between me and other people, correlations between other people, and you know how other people really operate on different frequencies, right? Even when it comes to, you know, the spiritual gifts, everybody is gifted in their own way. But the thing is, a lot of us weren't raised in environments where we can cultivate the gifts. Some of us were, some of us weren't. Like, when it comes to the psychic gifts, I wasn't in this environment where I can cultivate my psychic gifts. But when it came to my artistic gifts, yeah, I was in an environment where I can cultivate my artistic gifts. And that, in a sense, that helped me with my psychic gifts as well, because, you know, psychic intuitively, like, it's time to change up your look. Let's go with this, you know. Look, you know, changing up my look. You know, some people might not see that as a psychic gift, but it is, because it's about knowing when to change. It's about knowing when to let go of the old, and to dive into the new, right? Again, these are a few things that I've learned through spirituality. Also, the biggest lesson that I've learned through spirituality that I wish I would have learned before was the thing about fucking perception, right? Psychology, they didn't teach us too much on this. They only taught us from like the ego and the subconscious and, you know, that type of stuff, right? But when it comes to perceptions of you, y'all, people will project their fucking insecurities on you from the day that you are fucking born, yo. I lied to y'all not. With my children, you cannot say my children are ugly. You cannot say my children are, you know, behind. And that's not to, you know, discredit the people who do have learning disorders, you know. But I'm just speaking about my children. You cannot say my children are dirty. You cannot say nothing really negative about my children, right? But this one person called my child an animal because of her insecurities. All because my daughter was climbing on a fence. And I'm not going to get into it about her daughter, but again, it's about the insecurities, it's about the projections, right? People will bash me so much about being a stay-at-home mom. What is wrong with me choosing to put my life aside to make sure my children are well taken care of? I personally have been through so much fucking abuse from my mother working all the fucking time. From her being stressed and taking her stress and anger out on me. From me being the oldest and having to have responsibilities for my sisters when I didn't even have responsibility for myself. For me getting in trouble because my younger sisters did not do what my mother wanted them to do. From me being sexually abused from the people who I was around. And children sexually abuse children too. Children sexually abuse children too. So why would I sit up here knowing that I've been through all that? Why would I choose my children? Why would I choose to put my children through that when I literally had the opportunity to stay home? Again, projection is a bitch, because rather than you coming up and saying, well, I wish I was a stay-at-home mom, or I wish I didn't have children because children is hard, or, you know, I admire you for, you know, being able to raise your children the way that you are raising them, you decide that you want to bash me. All because of projections of insecurities, right? And let's talk about the shit that I learned from astrology. Your sun don't got shit to do with you. It does, but it don't. At the end of the day, you want to know who a person really is? Who a person really is? Pay attention to their moon sign, their Venus sign, their Mercury sign, and their Mars sign. Their Venus is how they love, how they want to be loved, how they want to give love. Moon is how they handle their emotions, who they are in their internal world. Mercury is how they communicate, okay? And Mars is how they handle conflict. Example, my Venus is in Virgo. I love acts of service. I do acts of service, right? I'm the fixer-upper. I'm Captain Save-A-Ho, right? Give it to me now. I'm Captain Save-A-Ho, right? My Mercury is in Leo. When I speak, I have power when I speak. I am the motivational coach when I speak. Sometimes when I'm speaking, I am really stuck in my ways. Keiko, I am really stuck in my ways. Don't judge my crusty baby, y'all. She was just eating a cookie. You want to say hi to YouTube? You know, I'm stuck in my ways with the way that I communicate, right? With my Mars is in Gemini. I'm very intelligent. I got a quick-ass mind. I don't want to physically fight. I would rather use words to fight you, use my mind to fight you, than to use my fist to fight you. And with my moon in Aries, my emotions are very intense. Right, Cake on your news? Right? I'm very passionate about everything that I like. If I fuck with you and you like something, I'm gonna be passionate right along with you. So when you look at somebody and you want to get into their natal chart, look at their Mars, Moon, Mercury, and Venus. M and V. But yeah. Also too, spirituality has got me in a place where I can unapologetically be me and be free. You know, society is like, well, you a mom and you should do this, or you should dress like that, or you should act like that. Spirituality is like, yeah, I'm a mom, but I'm also an individual. I got off my nipple, girl. Hi. I'm only 26 years old, you know? I should not be sitting up here being a fucking grandma, because what they want us to be is fucking grandmas. For real. And grandmas these days be hot anyways. But what they want us to do is live a life of grandmas when we're just moms. You know, spirituality is like, no, fuck that shit. Understand, you can dress however the way you want to dress and carry yourself the way you want to carry yourself, and still treat your children right. Still teach your children right. Right? And of course, through spirituality, I learned tarot. And really just a lot of confirmations about my psychic gifts and my different forms of divination, which when you dive into your own personal gifts, it doesn't, like I said, it does not have to be tarot. It does not have to be any form of divination. It can literally be you just listening to music and picking up the beats of the music, or the words, or the feelings, or stuff like that. It could be you reading a book and, you know, picking out the important parts of the book. You know, it could be you really, you know, picking out clothes and you're really, I don't know what's the word, but you really know how to pick out clothes. That goes according to not your energy, but the energy or the conscious collective. You get what I'm saying? Like, there are many different forms of gifts that people don't really, you know, think about. Like my hair, for example. You know, this is a gift. Why is it a gift? Why is my hair being multicolored a gift? Because, again, it talks about me making a change when I need to change. It talks about me being look how many colors there are. Technically, there are more colors because my hair is a different color. But multicolor, multidimensional. You see how all these colors are existing in the same realm of my head at the same time, and that's how we exist in the universe. We exist in different realms at the same time. We exist on different levels at the same time. Right?
Hi. Hi.
But yeah, this video already 15 minutes long. So I'm gonna cut it off there. I will be uploading the August tarot readings in a few days, so stay tuned for that. So please like, comment, share, and subscribe, and enjoy the rest of your day. And don't forget my birthday coming up, y'all, because yeah, even if y'all don't give me nothing. I know my birthday coming up. Even if y'all don't give me nothing, I would still appreciate a happy birthday. My birthday is August 26th. Okay. Thank you.